Happy Magical Monday. And even if you're watching this on a day later this week, we have a lovely week filled with midsummer magic. So it is a magical week. And I'm Magical Michelle. Welcome to this beautiful energy that is going to give us sort of this last mostly retrograde-free time frame for miracles, magic, and celebration. Good time for gratitude, because July is perhaps one of the most potent. July, August is getting into some potent astrological energy. So I invite you this week to take advantage of this season. The new moon was Sunday night, and we're finishing Gemini season up by the end of this week. So if you're wanting that Gemini energy, that mercurial energy as we move into midsummer, the longest days of the year, the shortest nights, this is the time. And we have new moon moving toward the full moon. We're just in the very beginning. You might even see that tiny little sliver in the sky this week. As it gets fuller, we'll be at that, waxing moon for midsummer this weekend. So this is the time to put in play the things you've been working on. This is the time to look at where are you going? What are you creating in this 30-day cycle, in the next half of the year, in the next full year, really? What is this new cycle bringing to you? When we hit a midpoint, this is the crux of a season. So we're feeling summer. We feel the high growth. We feel the most light codes coming in. And we might feel that in our bodies with fatigue all the way to jovial. And so there's kind of no wrong way to go through this energy, but there is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to get clear. Gemini right now is bringing us clarity. There's a time to be in that next version of you. The way to anchor that right now is to do a bit of timeline jumping. And if you want some help with that, I have a 3-session package for timeline jumping. This is the perfect time to do that, where we go through and help you really become the version you have always meant to be. The version of you that is not waiting anymore. The version of you that is anchoring. And no matter what you are doing right now, there is a grand becoming happening. And I do have this feeling in my heart, like we really have to get going. If you feel this sense of urgency, that's what's happening. The time is now. We're in it. And I'm going to invite you to be in it to win it right now. Like, sometimes we feel like we're dragging. Sometimes we feel like our to-do list is as long as our arm. Sometimes it feels like responsibility versus our play. So the invitation is to play. The invitation is to rest. We're going to be going into Cancer season over the weekend, and we're starting that Mercury retrograde shadow. It isn't retrograde for another 2 weeks, but we're starting to see that shadow. We're ready to start what I call light work. Instead of shadow work, I call it light work, which means shining the light on anything that isn't working for us. So as I look at myself as a love leader, how do we open our hearts more? How do we shed light on really who we're becoming, what we want, and what are those steps? What are those atomic habits? And when I say that, I mean like creating habits and rituals and experiences that make it so certain that everything's going to be true for you. And so it becomes inevitable. So you get rid of doubt. I was sharing a session earlier with someone, and we pulled an oracle card, and it was be still and allow God. And I'm going to invite you to find that still point where know that you are God, know that you are the divine, know that in this big, bright, bold, lit energy of midsummer, you are connecting to your divine self. You are allowing yourself to be in the receiving. You're allowing yourself to be playful. You're allowing yourself to be devoted to your craft, your future self. Be more devoted to your future than you are to the story of your past. And I'm in my head all the time hearing the beautiful I release, I let go, and I create blessings. That's a mantra that's been rolling around in my head all day today. I release, I let go, and I connect to my blessings. We're going to connect to our gratitude practice, our blessings, our future, to see what is possible instead of the old story. As I'm always saying, our negative thoughts, our fear thoughts, this is negative prayer. So the invitation this week is to get more connected with what you want and what you desire, and less connected to what you're afraid of and who you've been. So be fully committed to your future. And with that, I will be traveling over the next few weeks, so these calls might be a little spotty. And as you might get these at different times than exactly on Monday, the piece that I'm going to say to you is, over the coming weeks, choose fully for yourself. Choose for the future, not the past. That's what this particular midsummer is asking us. The astrological energy has never been like this before in our lifetimes, and some of it won't be again in our lifetimes. It's a unique configuration of an opportunity to grow, to live, to love, and with all of that, live magically and have an absolutely magical midsummer. And if you are looking to join us, I do have a Living Magical call on Midsummer's Eve. So you can join the membership, Living Magically membership, and join us for our call on Friday night to really connect to the midsummer energy, the fairies, the magic. Don't forget to leave a little fairy magic offering, some crystals or some herbs, or even just a little bit of milk and honey out for the fairies this weekend. Remember to celebrate yourself, celebrate fullness, and have a magical week.